It's been a while since I did that. Well, not really. I mean, I drink like these every day, but wild berry is my favorite. I didn't get my energy drink in today, so that's my energy drink. And usually when I wake up, I drink like half of a 5-hour, or a generic 5-hour, I should say. 5-hour energy drinks like $3.50 now. It's stupid. So they sell $1 ones that are still taste just as bad and work just as well. So yeah, but normally I drink like half one of those when I wake up, and then later on in the day I'll enjoy a fine Celsius on the weekends. When I go into work, I know no one cares about any of this, but look how bright it is. When I go into work, I drink a whole 5-hour right out the gate. Once I clock in, I put on a song, and I get ready to have the brain just hit with garbage of work. So I have to prepare. So I drink a 5-hour, get ready to song, and then like, okay, now it's time to work. But we're doing some work today. Angela's not here yet because it's been 3 months, so she's 3 months late. Why not? So why not be an extra 5-10 minutes late, whatever it is? I don't know. She's out dropping babies off at fire stations. But in the meantime, we have a guest of honor. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of man, and I met him at Heroes Con in Narwhal.
Hello.
I called you
Jason.
Narwhal. I wanted to call you Per because that's your name.
Per Berg. Yeah, I'm kind of both. I haven't transitioned to one or the other.
You know what? I don't think you need to. It's a good nickname. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you drink coffee too, or just energy, or both?
No, I do. Seriously, like I do drink coffee on the weekends. Like I'll make my pot of coffee is generally like maybe like 2.5 to 3 cups in the pot. I don't make a full pot because I'm not going to drink the whole thing. So I usually just have like maybe a cup, maybe 2 on the weekends, but I generally have a cup at night. And then whatever's left over, I'll refill later the next day. But I don't drink as much coffee as what people might think.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody sees me drinking coffee.
Yeah, because you mentioned you're on the energy drink train.
Well, when the energy drinks, they have 230 milligrams of caffeine in them.
Yeah.
And it's essentially just 2.5 cups of coffee that you're just
it's kind of like one or the other. I don't know people who do both really, or some people drink tea.
Yeah, the tea has a good amount of caffeine in it. I used to drink tea a lot, and then after the transplant, they were like, "Oh, it's a diuretic." It's like, okay, well, the thing is, you're intaking fluid more than what you're going to be urinating out. So, I don't know. I don't think it really matters all that much. But so I don't drink tea as often as I used to anymore. Mainly a lot of what I do drink actually. I don't know if you've ever had these pair. It's the Mios. Oh, there's Angela. So I drink a lot of water because of the kidney transplant. I have to drink 120 ounces of fluid a day. So I fill up the 32 ounce of water, and then I'll squeeze in one of those Mios because they're sugar free. I think they're sugar free, but there's no NutraSweet in them. They're low calorie, but they're good, and they're just like a little flavored water. So I drink more water throughout the day than anything else. Really.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Hi, sorry. Hi, Narwhal. I mean, Per.
Angela.
Shoot.
He just said
Jason did that too.
He goes by both pronouns. He's fine.
Yeah, I'm either one.
I couldn't get in. It was like it wasn't letting me. So anyway.
That's the one thing I was worried about is if you remembered the password.
No, it saved I was worried that it was a new password. I was like, oh no, like anyway, I figured you'd tell me that, but anyway, I'm here.
Yeah, I was talking to Per backstage about the stream restream because most people use StreamYard, understandably so. And this one's okay, but like I told him, like you have the password. Now, Per, this is funny. InkSpots has done this plenty of times where because he has the email and password for this account.
Mm-hmm.
Reason for that is what we have unhingedinks.com. Like we have our thing, we have Frog G. So I'm like, well, if I'm working on Frog and doing a stream, he can then come in and promote. And if he wants to highlight a comment or do something, he can. So there have been times, not this show, but Ink will crash.
Yeah.
A show. And
you said highlight a comment, not.
Yeah. And a couple of times he's ended the show. And then restarted.
Like he clicks the wrong button or something.
He clicks the wrong button.
Hilarious.
Sometimes he'll end the show and then start a whole new show. Because he'll end the show and then we're backstage, and then when he goes to leave, he clicks the wrong button again. So he clicks go
I
live.
didn't know that. That's hilarious.
And then so then on my YouTube, there'll be like a 12-second, like everyone's like, "What's going on?" And then it ends. So I gotta delete it.
Oh wow.
So yeah, but
That's awesome.
Cool.
it's pretty great. But no, yeah, caffeine is the thing. Like people think it wakes you up. It actually doesn't. It just hides the receptors for sleep in a way, I guess, or tired
Interesting.
fatigue. So it actually doesn't keep you alert as much as just suppresses the tiredness. Like it's kind of a weird thing. And also there are other vitamins in energy drinks, like there's B12, taurine, stuff like that. So it's kind of like a vitamin.
Talking about what? Wait.
Well, you were late.
Okay, then that's why you tell me what you were talking about, so I know. That's why we have.
We're talking about energy drinks, I guess, and coffee, like what the morning ritual.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I'll start drinking coffee, and I have a 4-hour window. That's my actual productive hours of the day, and I can still get work done after that. But it's not like actual creative art usually.
Well, and
it's like responding to emails and stuff or whatever.
Oh, that you definitely need caffeine for. But like usually whenever I'm drawing, I'll have the coffee and I'm sipping. That's when I drink coffee the most frequent is when I'm drawing. It's just that, but it's more of a habit than it is anything else, because it's kind of like I used to smoke, so it'd be like that post meal smoke. It's just a habit, really. And it gets to be a thing. So once you break the habit, you're fine. So if people want to cut caffeine, I guess. But yeah, it's mainly whenever I'm drawing. That's when I drink the most coffee. And obviously if I'm at my 9 to 5. Also, dude, the coffee at my work sucks.
I hate that.
Like I'm not a coffee snob, but I do prefer to taste like a flavor of some kind, not just like hockey. He makes fun of me saying that coffee is dirt. I'm like, that stuff does taste like dirt. I'm like, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. So Angela, now that you're here,
yes,
we have a chat.
Yeah, we do.
I'm happy to see that we have a chat. I was
my gosh, we haven't done this in ages.
3 months.
It's been a while.
Last guest we had on was Andy Smith and Dennis.
Oh,
that was
a fun stream.
It was a good stream. Yeah, it was a good show. But we have a show now. We got Per. I'm a fan of Per's.
Yeah, I am too. Tech support.
Tech support.
I couldn't get in. Hey,
Cranberry.
Yep.
We got
Cranberry.
Fresh Mushbrook.
Mushbrook, I think, was the first comment on YouTube.
A couple regulars on the Creative Block show.
Yeah.
Flash, that has a new title now. That's been the saga. I think it's Panel Breaker.
Wait, there's a new title?
Yeah, because Creative Block, you search it and it never comes up because there's like
Panel Warriors, isn't it?
Now it's Panel Breakers. I was trying to make it Creative Bus. I just want a retard name.
Creative Bus? I wanted you guys to change it to Blockheads.
I think that's another one that's used, so it can't search.
I call you Block. Well, that's what I call you guys, but no.
Yeah, that is a good.
Yeah, but I think if you were to search that, you might get a bunch of like peanut stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Good reference. Omens.
What's up, Omen?
What's up? Cheers. We got a Billy Basco here.
What's up, Billy? I haven't seen Billy.
Advice, Horties, Per Berg just started a new gig. I'll be back in when I get me first paycheck.
Wait, why are you speaking like that?
I don't know. That's what I feel like he's talking at pirate speak.
His new gig is working on a pirate boat. According to Angela.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Advice me Horties, isn't that? We got a John's House. Cheers, 5,000 with us. He wants to know your thoughts on the Predator action figures.
I am unaware of them.
I am too.
No.
Smoking.
Yeah, they might be cool.
They might be cool. I do have. I think I have a Predator figure that I bought when I visited Plagal from Target. It was like a dope Predator. I was like from Predator 2. So, but that was like 3 years ago that I bought that. So I didn't know. Hockey and I read Predator Kills the Marvel Universe #1. It wasn't bad. So if you're into comics, like pick that up. That's not bad. I recommend it. The art was service pretty good, not too bad. That's something Hockey and I like. I kind of been, because of my vision, I haven't been reading as much. But thankfully, with Sailing the Seven Seas, I can actually read comics now online and use my magnifier to zoom in. Have you been reading anything new lately? Have you been checking anything out? What?
Quick. What? ODF is here. He says, 3 favorite people, Yo, D'Angela, hair, and hails aspartame daddy Jason
Mhm.
and Michael
Bless you with that.
why can't I say his last name? Mike McMahon. I don't know why. I think that H. It just throws me off.
No,
Okay,
his name is Mike McMahon.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Predator action figures are really awesome. Okay, there you
They
go.
are. No, they're pretty cool.
All right, you
I
can-
don't know about the new ones, but I'm a fan of Predator. I mean, I'm a fan of the franchise. I didn't see Badlands, but yeah, I'm gonna watch it whenever I can.
Last week, like the Michael Bancroft did a stream about comparing the art Alien and Predator. I recommend it. It was pretty cool.
Well, we're gonna get into talking about it in a minute.
Sorry, I was
No, you're right. I think Alien probably, but here's the thing. I'm a little biased. I'm gonna say Alien has better art because Sam Keith drew some Alien stuff.
Oh, that's
So-
true.
Yeah.
You love
You know something else too? There's that new Predator movie where they made Predator put his dreads in a ponytail.
Oh,
That
yeah.
kind of ruined it for a lot of people, I think.
Did it?
So-
Because yeah, that's Badlands, and I didn't see it yet. And I'm interested
Yeah.
because I'm a fan of the Predator franchise. Even the crappy one I saw. So like the Predator, that horrible one.
Yeah,
I've seen
that's
them all.
something that happened too. Is Predator 2 got a reappraisal because back in the day, people were like, "Oh, it's no good," and then now movies are so bad. Now people are like, "Oh, it was actually pretty good compared to what we get now." So,
Well, I think people thought back in the day it wasn't good because they wanted Arnold again. I think
yeah,
that's about it. Because if you watch that movie, even if you're new to the franchise, you watch Predator 1 and Predator 2. Predator 2 is good. Like it's not bad. It's kind of like Billy doesn't like the fact I think that it's in a cityscape. Like and also like the thunder rainstorm that happens. He's like, it never rains in Los Angeles. He's like, that's stupid.
oh yeah,
So yeah, so that kind of took him out of it. But
yeah.
I
It's
like
like
the-
so. It's like an expectations thing because
Yes,
that makes sense. Yeah,
I think that's mainly what it is because Predator 2 is actually a pretty fun movie. And also, okay, admittedly, Danny Glover versus a Predator. Even that, I'm like, come on, dude. Like I
Danny
know he got
Glover in
changed.
his prime though, in his prime, but even
in
in his
his
prime, he was too old for this shit.
Exactly, dude.
Nice.
When he was in his 20s, he was too old.
Yeah,
But like I was saying, like we were reading the comics and stuff, and that's something like Hockey and I do. Like I even read. I wanted to get more into like because we do comics, we draw comics, we write comics, we talk about the process of it, and I kind of found that I got out of reading them a lot, mainly because of the eye thing, but also time gets in the way. Like we're all busy people, and I'm kind of getting back into reading them again, thankfully. And like, have you read anything new, Western or manga? Preferably talking Western, but Western or manga.
Well, so one manga shout out because it's the last book that I've read that I actually got addicted to and read the entire thing in a day. I was reading for like 8 hours straight.
Wow.
I was like, this has never happened to me except, with like Berserk, another manga like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
But so rare. And it was Tower Dungeon. And
Tower
it's like,
Dungeon.
it's kind of funny
what's up,
because I think this is a manga versus Western comics thing a little bit. Like Tower Dungeon, you wouldn't even say it's like super well written necessarily. It's just it hits all the beats perfectly to be addictive and almost like shamelessly, but that works. So I kind of liked. Eventually, you kind of come around. But
Right.
Western is a lot more. I feel like they feel like they're above those kind of dirty tricks of being addictive or whatever. And manga totally embraces it.
I think we should embrace it.
Yeah. So that was great. Everyone should check that out. And then, I have a kind of big stack of Western comics I'm trying to catch up on. But the best one that I just started, it's Hitman by McRae and Warren Ellis. Like I got volume 1 from like I think in my early 90s or 80s or something.
Yeah. I think it's a 90s book. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great. So that's a lot of fun. But yeah.
Real quick, if anyone has never bought or read a book by Narwhal, do yourself a favor and back this book. I have bought every book he has done for a reason. Quite possibly the most talented creator we have. Cheers, Belly.
I agree with that statement.
Piper.
Yeah.
Lil Piper and Zeus Burnett.
Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Piper's
thanks,
great.
Billy.
And TM, I saw TM's here. Welcome, TM. He said sports ball, and that's also why we're doing this today. Normally we do this on Sunday, but you're like, hey, Super Bowl's tomorrow.
Go see
Now, you're in the zone of one of the teams that's in the sports ball, right?
Yeah. I'm on the peninsula. And Angela, are you somewhere?
No, she came to the heart of it all, my friend.
I'm so sad. Yeah, I'm in the heart of it now. I know. I miss I don't live there anymore. I miss it.
She's
okay.
she's in the land of Hoth. She's
The
with
land
me.
of snow and
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. She's in Ohio.
Oh yeah, what do they call that? The turbo winter? I forget. I don't know.
I call it Hoth just because it's
Yeah.
like always cold here.
I
Well,
don't know what does that mean? I've never heard that word before.
Planet
Yeah.
Hoth from Star Wars.
Oh,
Nice
Yeah,
planet.
episode 5.
Man, I
Yeah.
feel stupid.
Episode 5. It's okay, Angela. You're not a nerd. We get
I'm
it.
not a nerd.
Nerd. No, I live right off of Lake Erie, dude. So it's like
Damn.
it's freezing cold here. I'm like
Brutal.
right next to Canada. But no, you'll have to remind me the name of that manga. I'm not as opposed to manga as much as a lot of the other Western comic fans or people that I know are, and I just think we should embrace and kind of amalgamate it. In a way, like, but then again, I'm a fan of people like Wayshak and Keith, and even like Jim Lee and all that. They all were influenced by a lot of the manga stuff. So I don't know. There's a lot of cool. I got like a Lone Wolf and Cub over here. I got a Berserk over here. Like and that's why I was going to ask you: is the artwork in that one that you got addicted to? Is it good? Is it stylized? Is it different?
Yeah, it's like simple kind of, but it's the type of anime where you look at it and it's not like super gargantuan eyes. You know what I mean?
It's not like Dragon Ball. That's the one I don't care for. Is that art style? Okay.
Yeah. There's like a 9, like what's a good style is kind of Cowboy Bebop has a really cool anime
That's not
style.
bad. Yeah.
It's more like that. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah. And but like the chat was like, I'm a fan of yours because I love, like, you try to get more into the writing side of things more than the art side of things. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, that's true. I'm trying to even like pump up that reputation because I feel like it's almost gone the other way because I work with Mark Millar on Vatican City and I'm like, nobody knows. Well, it's even in the mainstream circles, I'm not even sure if they know that I'm a writer. I'm like,
Right.
I almost care more about the writing. That I would almost want that work more.
Well, it does, but it makes sense because even your art style, I don't want to insult you by saying this, but it's the simple format. It's keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? It's less is more.
Yeah, especially if I draw digitally and if I'm drawing for myself or whatever. Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. But it's more of a storytelling focused format than it is of like like really getting into the nitty gritty. Like, you know how to do panel layout, camera angle, and storytelling in that form so well that you can keep the, like, if you, like, I was just looking at Darwin Cook earlier. It's like it's a simpler art style, but it's still brilliant in its execution.
Yeah.
And I think because you want to focus more on the story part of it, I think that's maybe, do you think that's why you lean into that style more?
Yeah. Is your love for film what drives your art, or is it the other way around? Like what, or is it kind of both together?
Yeah.
Like thinking of a story.
It is like film first. Although only lately I'm just a little bit burnt out on movies because
really?
they just aren't, there isn't that many good movies.
Oh,
it's not like it used to be.
Interesting.
Another great
I feel like we're on like a second run here with
it's starting. That's sort of starting. Like I'm getting optimistic. But and then I've seen a lot of movies, so even like in the last month, I'll accidentally waste. I'm sure everyone can kind of relate, but I'll waste like an hour in the evening at 8 o'clock. I'm like, I want to watch a movie. I'll waste an hour looking for what movie to watch.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then I get and go to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like that with documentaries. It takes me like an hour and a half to find one. Okay, this one, I haven't heard this murder yet. You know. I mainly spend more because that's mainly what and you're not wrong. A lot of movies. And also that's the other thing. Okay, this is like a multi-layered thing. A lot of movies that are come out, but also are they maybe even good? I don't know, because I don't want to try to take the risk of wasting an hour and a half to 2 hours in this movie, and then at the end of it be like, wow, I could have been drawing, I could have been reading, I could have been watching TikTok. I gotta do anything else more productive because my algorithm knows me. It knows I like cats and dogs and comedians. Like,
yeah. Except now, I like cat and dog videos too, but they're getting ruined by AI a little bit.
They're a little bit. You're not wrong. There are some like I share these with Billy sometimes where like cats will be playing in like a mariachi band, walking into someone's house and she's like yelling at them. It's like, that's funny because it's obviously fake.
Yeah. If it's not trying to trick you,
if it's not trying to trick you, then I like it. Yeah. If it's like, man, you got me, then I'm like, this sucks. But yeah, it's mainly like stuff like shark videos. I've noticed are a lot of the ones that they're trying to trick you with, and I'm like, that's obviously fake.
Shelby heard cats, and he's entered the chat. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Iron Lung is good. I've heard a lot of really good things. That's a kind of a fun story because the creator was, I guess, an influencer on YouTube, and he just on his own made this movie, and I guess it's like been doing just.
What's like
I want to see it.
Yeah, I heard about it. I kind of want to see that.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
What movie have you seen or movies that you found that are newer? Would you say have like kind of sparked your interest a little more lately? Even though
I did watch a few that got nominated for Best Picture. Like, so I watched Marty Supreme. Have you guys heard about that one?
No, I've never heard of it.
That one. It's funny if you haven't heard of it because it's like
I heard about it after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story, isn't it?
Well, it's based on a real guy, but that's kind of where it all changes or whatever. But yeah, it takes place in the 1950s.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a ping pong movie where he got to go to China because that's where the main ping pong action is. And nobody cares about ping pong, so he's not really getting his due, but he's really good at it. But that movie is like people that they have said it's in like a subcategory. They've compared it to After Hours by Martin Scorsese. Have you guys seen that movie?
I didn't even know about that one.
That movie's awesome. I recommend that one too. But yeah, they're these like weird, like kind of like After Hours all takes place in one night. This guy goes on this crazy odyssey where he can't get a ride home from a certain neighborhood in New York. And people are trying to kill him. He gets framed for murder. It's like a comedy, but it's not even like laugh out loud funny. It's a lot of it's like dark and weird.
It's like a dark comedy. Okay.
Yeah, and it all takes place in one night. But it's really fun, really kind of amazing. Like I think it starts, he's almost like a booty call. He has a random meet, like a literal meet cute that's like cliche.
It's with that actress. Like it's
and she's famous. Oh shoot, what is it?
Is it not the Galadriel, the actress?
It's when she's really young, she's like early 20s and she's really beautiful too. She was in Pulp Fiction. I'm trying to remember.
Uma Thurman?
Patricia Arquette? No.
Patricia Arquette is in Pulp Fiction.
Wait,
she's one of the drug dealers.
No, not Uma Thurman. It's one of the Arquettes, I think.
I thought she was not really Patricia. Who it was like super pretty.
Billy and I had this conversation earlier about that Arquette that's in. Isn't she in Pulp Fiction? Is she the drug one in Pulp Fiction? Isn't that Patricia Arquette?
Yeah, but it's her. It's her when she's younger.
No, that's
in After
the other Arquette that's in that. Roseanne.
Yeah, Roseanne. It's Rosanna Arquette in After Hours. Yeah. Okay. So were you guys gonna say something? Because I'll finish the.
No, finish.
Okay, so yeah, After Hours. He does a meet cute like hookup with her, and he finds out she's crazy mid-date, and he's kind of regretting it. And he actually likes her roommate more than her, but then she's cock blocking the roommate.
Oh my gosh!
Then she commits suicide.
Oh,
and then he finds her dead, and then like some other stuff. And I'm like, that movie is really fun. It's really ridiculous. And then anyway,
sorry,
that's the Scorsese one.
You said suicide, and then you said it's a really fun movie.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. It's weird. It's a weird movie. But yeah, Marty Supreme is like a lot in that same genre.
It's Chalamet in it, Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, and he's great. And it's like
he's a
very
good actor.
Movie because a lot of it is him just trying to raise money to get to Japan.
Gwyneth Paltrow's in that. Gwyneth Paltrow plays she's in it. Sorry, because I was like, she hasn't been in a movie in a while, and I saw that, and I was like, oh,
yeah, so she's great in it. Yeah, nice. But yeah, so that's one thing about liking comics, creativity, liking movies. That kind of being the starting point is like, I really like that genre. I really like Marty Supreme, and I'll be like, I want to make a comic like that. But one of the issues with comics is like, okay, so if you're going to try and base it on a movie, it's a comic reading experience to be like a movie is already going to be at least like 200 pages. Mm-hmm. That's like at least a year's worth of work, probably more. And you got to write it. If you color it, it's more. And then, so like you quickly get backed up on even pursuing what like arrows you want to shoot from your bow or whatever to even try and what stories you want to tell. I'm backed up, but I got I'm kind of stuck on Percival is like the one I'm writing right now. I'm going to start drawing it next year. And that's going to be like kind of like a Hercules Legendary Journey style episodic adventures with this kind of like antediluvian medieval influenced kind of stuff. But
now you're backed up because like you even said on other streams and stuff, Vatican City, like thankfully did, but it put you back a little bit because from all your other projects that you were going to do. I mean, I don't blame you. It's a great opportunity. It's a cool project, and it's a great book. I have them. I have them. You gave them to me.
Yeah.
I had them before you gave them to me. I think I forgot to bring one of them with me to have you sign them. But and thank you for that, by the way.
No problem. That was fun. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Dude. That was
seeing
great.
you
So
at
I'm
the-
going to be at Heroes this year. Are you going to be Heroes?
I think so. I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm in.
Awesome. Yeah. Inkspots and I are going to be there. So this is going to be his first year, so we'll have our signing and stuff like that. But anyway, so like that puts you back a
If
little
Ink Spots is there, does he party ever? I'd like to party with him. I feel like he'd be
No,
a guy.
I think he's a lot like me. Like we're really not like let's go out and do things type of a guy.
Yeah.
We're kind of more stay in, shut it. Even last year at Heroes, dude, I went back to the hotel and just drew like the commissions I had to draw. I didn't go anywhere. I mean, once again, mine is a vision issue. Like Luke was like, "Hey, Frag and all of us were hanging out. You should come down." I'm like, I got stuff to do, and plus, I don't want to walk around in downtown Charlotte being blind in the night. So yeah, but either way though, I mean, it's fun to hang out and stuff, but honestly, if I have a commission and there's 2 to do, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. But
yeah,
I like hanging out at
Have
the con.
fun. Come on, Jason. Don't be a little
I have fun at the con with it.
a little Scrooge.
So I'm not a Scrooge. I just know what I enjoy. But
Okay.
but no, yeah, but like you said, it set you back. Now, do you maybe think of relinquishing, like you said, Percival is going to be your next one? Do you think of maybe relinquishing like the artistic duties to someone else, or do you prefer to have the control of it and guide it where you need it to go, or maybe do like storyboards and have the artist then take over?
yeah.
Because that way it frees you up. You can
Yeah. No, I do want to do that, and I've done it. The only problem is you kind of need a budget, and I have been kind of right now. I can only afford to really do stuff with myself. But I funded Cerberus, with Monica McCagney drew that, and I wrote it, and that should be coming out this summer, part 2. I know Billy's looking forward to that one. If he's
Billy's
still
looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Hotel Story 2 was a different artist, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was with Jared. And then the Shorts Compendium was a lot of collaborations, and I'm kind of working on another Shorts Compendium now in the very far back burner. But yeah, there was a little bit of a learning curve of just. And I still don't even fully, it's different with every collaborator, but what level of like control that I'm allowed to be or whatever. Cause yeah, I'll like lean towards, I'll be a little bit more controlling, which could annoy some artists. And I can, depending on how you write the script or whatever, you can pull back. But I think one balance is like, I've done somewhere like I do the layouts and some artists don't mind that. They like that. If I know manga, even sometimes they do that, or I think some of the mainstream prose writers, they'll just they do these little layouts, give those to I think that might be how Alan Moore might do it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense also with you. You know camera angle, direction, everything, and you know how to draw it. You know what I mean? So even your thumbnail, like, okay, I want this bird's eye view of this dude looking at a guy who's getting stabbed with a sword. You can kind of like angle it real quick, and then they could look at it and then put their spin on it and even manipulate it a little bit if you want. But I get the control part because like I haven't worked with any other writer yet, which is probably a good thing. But I don't know. I like having that control aspect. Like Inkspots is the same way. Like even with the lettering on Frog, I lettered it and then he saw it. He's like, he hated it and he re-lettered it because he wants that. And that's just a preference thing. And I don't care as much about it. So I just let him do it. I'm not going to argue. Now I'm going to have Billy letter. Ink and I are doing a flip book and I'm going to have Billy letter my 12 pages because I hate lettering. I despise it. So I'm going to have Billy do it. But just because I hate it doesn't mean I don't want it to look a certain way. So I'm going to, so it's like I do. But if I take control of it, I can just have it look the way I want it to look. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot easier in that regard. So it's a juggling act in a way. And you brought up the financial part of things. And that's another question I have. Like, that's why we do the crowdfunders, obviously, is to raise the money to pay like the letterer, the colorist, the artist, because we don't working a 9-to-5 gig or like just working freelance illustration, making comics and doing stuff on its own. It's not a lucrative thing in a way. So do you think it's harder now with the crowdfunding scene, even being more impacted by the economy and everything like that. So it's harder to raise funds to do it, to have more of a creative team. And therefore you have to, no matter what, take the horse by the reins and do it yourself.
Yeah. For me, it's like I'm waiting for the next golden era, and I'm optimistic that there will be, even in comics, like another like 2020 kind of thing. And we'll see. And sometimes there's like a narrative tied to that. Like if it is like early Comics Gate where it's kind of political almost, but that does lead to like way more sales where people getting on board. But it'd be kind of cool if there was one that has that, but it's not even like political. I don't know if how that would exactly happen. But
well, I also think because we live obviously in the greatest country on the planet Earth. You heard me, hockey. And it's mainly focused more on superhero comics and Western comics and that ideal of the thing. So I don't know. I just think people were so disenfranchised by like, oh, the MCU is garbage. All these comics are now garbage, and they see the Western stuff. But I also think the Western comics that are, like I said, I'm only focusing on that because manga is huge, without a doubt. There's no question. But in growing up in our age bracket, oh, I should say my age bracket. I think you're a lot younger than me. It's we were raised on the Western comic market. So I just think lately in the past like 6, 7, 10 years, they've been kind of not so good. And that's the reason why Hockey and I have all been trying to read new comics lately, is to see, are they not good? Is manga definitely 100% better? Are there good comics? I think the pendulum is kind of swinging a little bit. And I think with that, people may venture out to be like, well, what else is there out there? So I think you're right. I think given in a few years, there might be more of a resurgence in a way, even in the indie scene.
Someone, he's saying manga passes through hundreds of people's hands to complete a product versus maybe 5 or 10 before print. So just comparing the.
Yeah, I could see they have a better. Rini did a little video on this that was astute, but they have a better, like almost like system for, what do you call it? For kind of meritocracy kind of thing. Like even the way they structure their magazines, like a story will get published as an anthology in a magazine, and they vote on it, and so the cream rises to the top kind of thing. And there isn't exactly that kind of thing for.
I don't think Western comics, I think they became something they weren't supposed to. Like they were supposed to be this disposable thing for kids to buy and entertain them during like, the wartime and stuff like that, or even propaganda. Like it just became this whole monster of, oh, I now have the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. It's worth $4,000. I'm going to slab it and flip it. It just became this monetary thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not totally mad about that. I mean, I do the same thing. I'll sometimes sell some books to get some extra scratch, but I think that also made it a lot harder for people to absorb because manga is just a disposable product in a way. Like everybody, like, you can read it, I can give it to you. Like I have, like, you just hand it out pretty much. They leave them on buses. And I don't know. I just think what the Western part of things, we made it into a monetary thing, is where it kind of just hurt the industry in a way. Like, another example, like I've been telling Billy, I don't mind variant covers too much. I have variant covers on my campaigns. I like seeing other covers. Sometimes I'll buy them, but it's become so saturated now that that's the speculation. Like, oh, I'm going to get that 1 in 5,000 variant, and I'm going to wait, I'm going to flip it, and then next thing you know, it's worth less money. But that's what happened in the 90s. People were buying speculatively to think these things were worth a lot of money, and it crashed the Western industry.
Yeah.
So I just think, like you said, I think will be a resurgence, but I think it's going to be in the quality, and people are going to start reading them more. I can't count how many times I'm watching like an auction or people just showing comics. They're like, yeah, this cover was drawn by this guy and this one was drawn by. I'm like, well, what's in the book?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and I think even Bancroft has mentioned this, but we all kind of agree. Well, some of it's like mathematical, but we've all been doing this now for 10 years or more. So and a lot of people are still here. Some people kind of fall off or whatever, but people are just naturally getting better. The books are getting better, but sales are actually right now. They're kind of going down, especially compared to like 10 years ago or whatever, or 8 years ago. But, yeah, that might change. And the other thing I was going to say is, as far as like business plan is, if you do everything yourself, then it's like kind of viable to like scrape by. Even that's kind of what I do, and knock on wood that'll even continue to work. But I've noticed that is like the second you have to hire out everything. So say you're a writer who can't draw, And yeah, then you're talking like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 budget just to do a book.
Oh yeah.
Then it's a lot harder to like make a living at it or whatever.
I would say if in making a comic, if you're an artist, I would say it's a lot easier because you can learn how to write a bad comic and still sell it over being a writer and trying to learn how to draw badly and sell that. Like it's a lot harder to do. And like I've seen plenty of indie comics out there, and the art's not bad, but it's also nothing spectacular. I'm not saying I'm, Mr. Fantastic over here, but like even with you, you have a style. Like I could look at a thing and be like, that's Per Berg. Like, I know who that is. That's you. Like your art style defines you as a person, in a way. Like I think when people look at you, they see your art, they'd be like, I can see that coming from that guy. Like it makes sense. Like if you see my artwork and you look at me, like, I get it.
Yeah.
I think
Frog G is like super awesome art. I think it might have a good future. We'll see even after crowdfunding.
I hope so.
Per did a picture of Frog, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. I forget where I posted. I mean, it's just on Twitter somewhere.
I think I remember. It was really good.
That was a while ago though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like when you guys launched, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you have to send that if you can find it. Send that to us because we do have a fan art section on the website.
Okay, I will.
Well, we are hoping for Frog to do. We think the character itself is likable enough, and people could, it's like a Spider-Man type of a thing, So we hope it does take off. That would be fantastic. I obviously, and so does Ink. We have other IPs that, like, I have the Absolute Universe. I still just love telling stories about, and it's a lot of fun. And so I kind of would like. I'm going to get back into those. And Ink has Metal Mayhem Rock Boy. Plus, Ink, and I mean, we're here to obviously talk about you and your book, but Ink, he's underestimated, really. He's a phenomenal colorist, but as far as like storytelling goes, even illustratively and IP creation, he's very creative. He's really good, and he doesn't give the praise that he should in a way. Like most people just see his stuff and they see a colorist. It's like I can color in a way too, and people don't know it. So.
What I noticed from looking at your guys' campaign, because he colored a lot of the variant covers, so he was working with multiple artists besides just you. I forget who, but
he did Chubbs. He did the variant cover on Chubbs.
Yeah, but he like colored. He would change his coloring style to match the art style, and no matter what, he was doing all the right things, which I wouldn't know, but I can just see that he chose right when it's all done. I'm like, that looks great.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that is very impressive. That is to a colorist being able to work in multiple inking styles underneath.
And I think maybe people you work with can relate to this as well. I love working with Ink because you can tell he loves doing what he does. Like it's not just like, oh, I know how to, so I'm gonna do it. It's like he loves doing it. He really needs to do it in a way. I think people who work with you probably relate. They love working with you because you love the medium. You love storytelling at its core, and you love getting things out there to entertain people and let them escape for a little bit. And
you kind of gravitate to each other, or like a lot of people here there, because there was a little bit of a boiling off over the last 10 years. So it's like people who are still here are people who love it for sure.
I think, and you're right. There has been a boiling off, and there's been some new people coming in, and I'm happy to see new people to come in, and it's great. Like Omer Glitch has a lot of the newer people on, and it's cool to see these people inspired by everybody else and stuff. But there has been a slight falling off. But I think the people who stuck around also stuck around because we made friendships and attachments to other creatives and did projects. Like we all made our own little cliques.
Yeah,
like you guys have the and I'm still going to call it the creative block because. That's what it is. But you guys have your creative block click. Like, you guys have and that's fantastic. People know where to go to hear this side of like making the books and the processes and what you guys think about. And you don't just talk about that. You also talk about like it's been cold out lately. You guys also talk about that. You know what I mean? Like you talk about real life stuff on that show as well. So, and like with us, we have topic lists. We have like Ink Spots, me, Luke, Billy, Plagle. Shelby will pop in from time to time, but then speaking of that, you have the Zayd brothers and like the Diaz brothers, and they're like over there with the hard line. Like people know where to go, and we all made these little friendships and attachments of this passion of comics. And like Omer Glitch, he has the hump day. So there are these little shows that came about. But the shows came about because people became friends, and it just became this weird conglomerative cult-like community. Because we're a cult, Per. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you this now. Sorry.
We're a cult.
You actually brought you here. We're going to do an intervention. I'm just kidding.
Now.
Oh yeah.
It's Panel Breakers now, but you can call it Ink Tank or Creative Bus if you want to unleash chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fun show. Everybody, I tune in sometimes whenever I'm reading. Who's here?
You have everyone, but I said it like that.
Mush.
Oldman, Gary
Mush is
Oldman
another.
in that one clip you have.
Yeah, everyone, yeah.
Paulus, hi, Paulus Art.
What's up, Paulus? Yeah, Mush is
good
another
people
one.
in the chat. How's it going, everyone? Paulus Art.
Everybody, welcome. Yeah, but that's Mush is another one. Amazing talent, and Michael Rushbrook, Shelby named him Mush, and now it's stuck. It's there, but like he did Fiendish 2.5, and we have him on topic list. I don't know why he shows up whenever he's better than everybody on panel. But it's just a bunch of creative people that love doing what we do, and it just people still talk about politics. They still talk about other things that are relevant to me. It's just out of my zone. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Talk about it. I don't know about you, but I would rather talk about this stupid weather than politics, to be honest with you. But you know what's not? Well, do I have the right thing here?
Ooh,
is this the right thing?
I forgot how to do all the Blender stuff to me.
I heard you saying that on Madam's channel.
And just, did you use AI in that? I mean, if you don't want to say, you don't have to.
No, it's not. That's that. So this is actually the trailer. I used it for Grand Prix 1, which is like 3 or 4 years ago, even. So it's kind of an old video. It's like pre-AI made, even.
Yeah, I was looking for it on your channel, and I'm like, I can't find this. I did find the one of Zach talking about it. What?
Rick Saylor.
What's up, Rick? Welcome. I found the one of Zach talking about you. I'm like, I could maybe use that, but I wanted to showcase this one.
He's a savant.
I had to screenshot it. Yeah,
that's why I bought first Earthbound. Just curious, in regards to the story in relation to Earthbound, like what's the time span between the last Earthbound book and Grand Prix? Are all of these kind of consecutive? Because what's his name? Blogart has a stash. I don't recall. I mean,
he's grown a stash in the meantime, and he's a little bit taller.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Was he a high school student in the first,
Yeah.
or was he pretend? Okay. I mean, I guess high
Yeah.
school students can grow mustaches. No, anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so this one, it's 3 months or 3 years. There's a 3-year time skip.
Oh, okay.
And there is a little like playing catch up, some questions and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
I do
the
love
questions are answered, but more questions arise. Is that what you're getting at?
Yep. Yep. Totally.
Okay.
So-
As it is the case with my books very often, which
Well,
to some people like almost like don't like it. There's like too minimalist, too many questions or whatever. But I'm like,
Yeah, but the more questions, the more intriguing the book is, the more you want to know, the more you're going to get the next one.
yeah.
I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. But Per, tell us about this epic of yours.
Yeah. So this graphic here that's showing, Jake Hyperwizard talked me into making one of these. But yeah, so it's like the series so far, there's 2 graphic novels. It's Earthbound and Grand Prix. Grand Prix's been being released. Earthbound's totally finished. You can grab those books. Part 1 is actually free, so you can find it on Gumroad or on Global Comics.
Nice.
So I recommend anyone check that if you hadn't. And that was the one that your boy Zach hyped up a lot way back in the day, and it sold a bunch.
That was cool though.
Yeah, and so Grand Prix's been being released these double issues. There's going to be 6 of them total. There's 3 so far, so the first 3 are collected in this trade that is now available on this campaign. And that brings you up to like 160 pages of this story so far. That kind of ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but a midway point for the story.
Now, how much of a cliffhanger do you feel you need to give people to intend? Because these books, like mine as well, they take a while to come out. So how much of it does it need of a cliffhanger to be for people like, I really kind of know what happens here? I gotta
well, that is like a balance. And I got some other projects going where I'm trying to mitigate that to have like less cliffhangery aspects. For crowdfunding, even, this has kind of been a thing I've been hearing, and I tend to agree a little bit. It's like people are like, what about if it was like episodic where the story does wrap up? Because there's no guarantee it's going to continue, or it can be a long time, even Grand Prix, because it gets delayed because I'm working with Mark Millar or whatever. So people waiting to hear the story, it's been a long time. So some future stuff, I'm making it a lot more episodic, but this one for sure, it's just the story cut right in the middle. And like a lot of basic story structure will have kind of a turning point in the middle. Earthbound was like that. Hotel Story was like that. And Grand Prix is like that. So when I split it into trades, that kind of just becomes, they do kind of work that way together or whatever. So yeah.
Well, I also like I backed the 1 through 3, even though I think I have the first 2, but I was like, I'm just gonna get all 3. I'm gonna get the other ones in there, one single volume. That'll be dope. So that's why I pledged for that one. And but you can still get just the individual issue itself as well, right?
Yep. Yeah. If people have been keeping up and backing 1 and 2, then you can get 3, and then you'll have the full story.
The other reason I did that also is because, like I said, I believe I have 1 and 2. Like so much time has passed, and you see the stupid crap I have behind.
Yeah,
me.
you don't know where they are. I'm like that too. I don't know where they are. This is what I do. If I like a book, I'll reback every time and give it to people. I do that for all the stuff.
There you go.
No, that's pretty cool of you. Yeah, but also that helps generate buzz with the things. Like I think I was listening to what channel was I listening to? Was it a Bionic Bra or something? But somebody had found a Frog G at half price books, and they pick it up. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, that means somebody read it and they're willing to sell it, to like give it to half price books to sell it, so nobody who ever even heard of my campaign can get it, and then maybe check out Frog 2 or websites.
That feels like clout. I mean, just like a real book with a life out there in the world or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was dope when somebody said that. I'm like, that's cool. I don't care. They donate it to the library. I'm like, that's awesome that you're handing them out, and you're handing out the other ones that you. So what is this story arc about? What is it? What is it?
Yeah, so this one, I've been kind of pitching it. It's like a Capcom fighting game story mode. So it's very much like this fighting tournament. There's some twists on the tournament idea that it's exclusive as you can possibly get. So actually, it's a little bit more like Bloodsport than like, I don't know, Rocky or something, where Bloodsport is like a top secret tournament, which will have like more kind of like gravitas, a little bit more kind of stuff. So this is more like that. Like only the best of the best are allowed to go. Normies aren't even allowed to watch it, but winning it, you get the ultimate amount of like
kind of like Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. And so Enter the Dragon is a big influence as well, because that has even a plot that I kind of took a little element of, where
Nice.
in that one, Bruce Lee, he enters the tournament undercover. So he's got double motives. So he's
Yeah.
also kind of a secret agent, but he enters the tournament also. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what WizKid does in this story. He's kind of got a mystery to find out. And yeah, so then the other thing it's influenced by is, I forget where I heard this, but someone was saying that at the old Olympic, like maybe this is the 70s or 80s or 90s, but they would have like an Olympic village, they would rent out these giant hotels where all the world-class athletes stay all in the same hotel. And I was like, that's got to be like sort of a party. I don't know if they drink, but and it's like, sure enough, they all get a ton
Yeah,
of,
it is.
yeah,
that's like, it's like yeah.
they get a gift basket with a bunch of condoms. Like,
I was gonna
all
say that's
Olympic
gotta be
athletes.
what.
Yeah.
That's the Olympics.
Yeah. And that's like one of the benefits of being a world-class athlete, I'm sure, is like you meet your other fellow athletes.
I mean, you're all in peak shape. Why not? But
yeah. So that was like kind of like a part of this story to carry on, because Earthbound, it has the teen sex comedy element to it. It's like sci-fi teen sex comedy is like the genre. And I was like, that's a funny mix. Even when I was first thinking of that one, I was like, that's a funny genre mix. Let's see if I can do that. But this one carries on the a little bit of that sex comedy with that Olympic Village style kind of thing. But then it's this, kind of a sci-fi twist on it. And the last thing I haven't told you guys, but for the pitch, is the magic system, where, because Earthbound, I call it magic systems, but it's sci-fi system. But Earthbound had the R-type guns where if you shoot someone, they join your team, quote unquote. It's like mind control guns. And there's two colors, they can join either side. And that's a lot of fun. The whole story is kind of based around that idea. Grand Prix has a similar kind of thing where there's a system that a lot of the story is based around, and it's these rings. So these are special reincarnation rings. They're like an extra life in a video game. And to even enter the tournament, you have to pass this portal that there is no exit. So you're stuck there forever. The only way out is with a ring, and you actually reincarnate back with a ring. So the rings are super important, super special. And a lot of the story plays around how they work. And there's systems and like almost cultures based around the rings for the story of Grand Prix.
Like Olympic rings? Was that?
They're just like, they're actually little gold rings you wear on your finger.
Okay.
These, I call them butterfly rings, and it's the butterfly system is like the soul reincarnation kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I like that.
because I mean, as an artist, people tend to put a lot of themselves into a thing. What character do you think relates to you the most?
I mean, I enjoy Blogart a lot. A lot of people like him, but I don't know how much I'm like him, but maybe I am. But the thing, for some reason, he's the character who has, even from Earthbound 1, he kind of has the green light to say whatever he wants and to be kind of goofy. So he gets to be a little bit of the, what do you call it? A humor, comedy aspect of it or whatever. And yeah, so somehow just giving like the character the green light. I don't know how, it's like not even related to their personality, although it is part of his personality, but it's like on a more meta level, like this is the character that I can assign any jokes to. He can say whatever he wants. It's not going to be weird. It's not going to change the tone. People kind of expect it of him.
I can see that being you. People, people.
Yeah. So
whatever you say, I mean, it's weird, but it comes from you. So like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. My old days, people might remember Angela. I don't know if you remember my old days. I used to drink and stream, and there's some goofy shit. I think I once sang to a ghost in my with my guitar. Yeah.
Wait, was that when your house was haunted? Isn't that the house you live in now? Wait.
No, this house is a little bit like haunted, but that was years ago in Portland.
Oh.
And that was where it was actually Alejandro Mirabal was in the chat, and I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and the whole chat was like, "Dude, an old lady walked by in the background while you were gone." And I believed him for some reason. I called it the old lady in the closet.
That's great.
I was actually like almost blackout.
Do you believe
totally
ghosts are real? Do you believe that?
Well, I feel like almost, I don't know, like maybe just a little bit, but even then, I don't know why I believed it. Other
no,
than
but
like,
see, that's fine. I don't mind that answer. Like you, because you're pretty much your answer is I don't know. They could be. They could.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's that. Saying I don't know, I think is an acceptable answer.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm more of that level for sure.
Yeah. No, I don't mind that. I like having those kind of conversations with aliens and ghosts. Like when we have Edwin on, we tend to Buzz. We tend to talk about like
Yeah, I
those
lean
types of
way
things.
more towards ghosts than aliens.
Really?
probably.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's we'll have to talk about that next time you're on.
Yeah.
But because I know you have another show later on today, so we don't want to overlap too much on that at all, actually. But let's go over the tiers real quick, Per. Everybody's favorite part. Yeah, you have to donate the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is the collected 1 through 3 trade is the kind of number one thing. That's what we're looking at here. Then I think there's the collected trade with, oh yeah, we haven't talked about this, but real quick, there's the storytelling newsletters, which is like spiritual sequel to Interactivity, which is a nonfiction book I wrote like 4 or 5 years ago about like my whole ethos on trying to tell stories.
Awesome.
And then after that, I started a newsletter just doing essays. So these are the collected essays.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And a lot of it's like psychology focused about like trying to dig into the psychology of characters. And there's a lot there. There's plenty to write about. So it's like 30 essays. I think it's maybe 120 pages. Nothing crazy, but
that's still pretty cool. Would you consider yourself a self-student of psychology?
I'm getting more into it. I still am like base early level or whatever, but I did notice like there's a lot there for storytelling. Is like it definitely helps, and more just even thinking about even something as simple as like, okay, I got to look at this scene from everyone's point of view and make sure it still works.
Well, you're delving into the psychology of how many different characters, like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely something as a writer, people would want to know. And I think that's cool. They have that newsletter. So that's pretty dope.
Then there's the double issue floppy of issue 3. So if you own 1 and 2, you can just grab this one.
There you go. Nice.
Then there's the digital of the collected trade, which by the way, for this, you can get Earthbound 1 is free, which is a 140 page graphic novel. That's free. This is $20 digital. And then the add-on on this campaign, you can get Earthbound 2 for, I believe, $15, and it comes with Earthbound 1. But so for $35, you can get all of the entire trilogy, which is like 450 pages digital. So that's for people who prefer digital. That is
not only that, people like we hang out with Australians, and we all know the shipping over there is ridiculous, and the price point for them is crazy. So a digital route over overseas people, they like it. It's a good way to go. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah. And here's like everything that's new on this campaign. It's like issue 3 is new, the storytelling newsletters is new, and the collected trade is new.
Nice.
And you know what else too is so it's been, as it always is, it's a roller coaster. It's tied to like dopamine of you had slow days, you have fast days. You're not sure where you're tracking for, but I set a stretch goal, but it's like a stretch goal with a timeline kind of thing where if we hit 10,000 before day 30, which is 2 weeks from today, so we have 2 weeks and there's like we're at like 6,500, so got to raise 3,500 in 2 weeks, which is, who knows how realistic that is, but that is a goal.
It's doable.
If we hit that, everyone gets a free mini comic in the campaign, which I've been doing mini comics for all my campaigns lately. People love them. They're great. It's a great bonus. And this will be related to Earthbound, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I like mini comics whenever I'm out in the LCS and I see like, I even bought like a Darkwing Duck one. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I like mini comics. They're like bigger zines. They're thicker zines. Is what they are. So they're pretty cool. That's dope. So everybody pledge today. Pledge now.
Yep.
And then this is
that's the collected trades 1, 2, and 3. So the digital of that is 35. The physical is 80.
That's what I got. I'll have to go back and check my backing. I know I wanted all 3 of them in the trade.
And then what I'm calling the completionist pack, which is everything plus the kind of now series of nonfiction books, which is Interactivity and the storytelling newsletters. So people who want that.
Awesome.
Excellent.
And this is these are all done digitally, right? When you work, you're drawing these digitally.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. These are, because I was really going to say, do you have any like traditional pages or traditional art for available?
Yeah.
No, I might throw up a few, but I haven't decided yet. Yeah,
Are
but
you somebody who has a hard
Earthbound
time
is
partying
usually
with them?
is more digital. What's that?
Are you someone who has a hard time partying with a traditional like original?
No, I'll sell, and there seems to be a market, but it just doesn't mix with the brand as well
Right.
with Earthbound. But like, yeah, Vatican City was all traditional, and
Mhm.
those sold pretty well. I did a little crowdfund just for selling the original
I remember
last
that.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it did pretty well.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody, please pledge today. I pledged. I'm going to recheck my pledging. Like I said,
Yeah,
to
I'm
make
gonna
sure I
pledge.
did get the physical copy. I want the
I mean,
physical copy.
You have 44 days to go, so I mean, it looks like you're in good standing.
Yeah,
So
this is
that's
actually
awesome.
for today's time that you're doing really well.
Yeah.
For crowdfunding.
Yeah, I
Now,
think I'm. Yeah, I'm feeling better. It's funny. It's funny how it works. Like
well,
I was
in all
doom and
reality,
gloom for a
honestly,
little
this
bit.
should be way more than what it is.
For real.
But
I've seen a lot
I
lately.
think a lot of I heard you say it on streams before. A lot of the campaigns are underfunded.
Mhm.
Not underfunded. I don't want to say that. It's just bless you. They're just less on what they used to be, pretty much. You know what I mean? They're under the
Like
radar.
I haven't looked at Frog G, but even Frog G felt like that. It's like this feels like
it
such a good
deflated
book.
us a little bit. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, but
Mary Lewis would tell you to pledge.
it's some of our best work, and
It's
this work is
amazing.
fantastic. Pam. I
Hello,
love
Chance.
your
Cheers. Welcome.
What's up?
Hello,
Check
Chance.
out this campaign. It's amazing.
Yeah, link is in the
Amazing.
description below and pinned to the top of the chat. So
Take a
you missed,
chance on Grand Prix.
yeah. So if you missed everything that we talked about, click
Yeah.
the link in the top of the chat or in the
Mhm.
description below, and check out the Grand Prix Epic 1 through 3. Now, this is 1 through 3. How many more are there?
There's 3 more after this.
3 more?
And there'll be 1 more trade. Yeah, so this is the halfway.
Okay, so check it out. You'll get a lot of content here, a lot of content at a great price point. So and it's good stuff. So
yeah, it's 160 pages.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
So
Yeah, that's dope. That is like the kids say, the dope. I don't know if kids say that. I have no idea what kids say these days.
Oh, comic season. Past sounds similar to what Brandon Sanderson did with funding a set of books yet to be written. I think this is a cool idea for a creator, has good output and record, says Billy Basco.
Yeah, that's like true crowdfunding a little bit. I've thought about something like that because I've kind of been doing it more like I do the book, then I get pre-sales. I know what to order, then I order it and fulfill it. But you could try one where it's like, all right, this is actual crowdfunding where I haven't even started it yet. Let me see how much the demand is. And if people if they want to wait, it would be like a year or more wait in that case.
Right.
Yeah. Be aware of that, be okay with it. But yeah.
Well, and that's like as far as like and that's how we're treating it, at least in my philosophy. We're treating it like more like a pre-order system with like anything Ink Spots and I do from here on out. It's going to be more where we have it pretty much finished. Yeah. And you really don't have to wait for it to get out. So you're just pre-ordering the book and it's going to be on our website. But once again, like I work 40 hours a week. He has his plumbing job. Like we don't rely on the sales of this to pay our bills. We want to. Yeah. Like that is the goal. Like would it be stressful? Yeah. Like we're depending on the sales of a comic book in order to pay, bills. Also, I need medical insurance. So yeah. So but but we're treating it more like because we can afford to be like, okay, well, we can have it finished. Like I said before, if you really are doing a crowdfunder to raise the money to pay for the production of the book, it really is. It's a lot probably better in a way, maybe because like you said, you're going to see what kind of demand it has, what kind of hype.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing too where it'd be probably ideal if you've already fulfilled a couple of campaigns. So
it definitely helps having some kind of reputability of fulfillment of producing a product. So I'm not talking about lateness or anything. We're just actually making the book. So yeah, but what, Angela?
No, I'm just agreeing.
Oh, and like I said, Per, I know you have another show. I want you to get like whatever more coffee you may need before it. Who are you going to be on? Where are you going to be?
Yeah,
I'm streaming with Vaughn, and I forget what that show's called.
Oh, he can wait.
Yeah, nobody cares about Vaughn.
I think it's not till 4, so there's time. But yeah, maybe a little time in between.
Oh, you have like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I want you to make sure you can. No, go.
I'm listening.
No, go ahead, Angela.
Okay. I was just curious. Well, a couple questions.
Yeah, go. That's what we're here.
Regarding the current, like I heard a rumor, one that you were on with Bancroft, and I don't want to say it because felt like it was kind of a spoiler. But in regards to like the story, like there are certain characters that you've obviously, because this has started Earthbound, like this has been a time that you've been really getting to know these characters. Do you have like a hard time in like when a character might be exterminated? Okay, so much for spoiling. Is that hard to do, or and I don't know. Do you
It sounds like
do
you're
you
telling
get
who's
Yeah.
attacked?
getting
So in
who's getting
theory, like hypothetically, that would be tough. And even with like Percival, I've written a lot of that, and I'll do ones where I'm like, you know what, I think I'm not going to kill this person, and then I'm like, God, but I need to kill them. I need to not be a
You need
pussy
to
and just kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I go back and forth.
Well, the ending of Absolute, I kind of changed it a little bit because the people who I was gonna kill, I was like, I kind of have to have them live and have this other person die. I have to. It's just the way it works. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let Angela talk. Don't let the women talk. Why are you
I just
doing
did.
this?
What are you talking about?
No, why are you letting them? He's all like, what the heck? Make her shut up. Just curious too, what's going on with Vatican City? Is that still planned to be a Netflix special, or have you heard anything about?
Yeah. So
you allowed to say?
it goes like in development, and it was in development before we even started working on the book.
Okay.
But that it might, that can be years. So I don't know. At some point it kind of
interesting.
like
Okay.
gets greenlit, and that might never happen. I'm not sure. So
That's a great story anyway. People should go pick it up. Now, speaking of which, I heard, weren't you on with when you were on with Mad Ruth, didn't you say something else might be, like, you didn't say what title, but you said something else might be into like the published out into the publishing world of yours, right?
I'm trying to, well, yeah. So Cerberus is going to come out in the summer, and that is like a step above what I do myself, I think. And I can't talk about it other than that. And then, but don't get expectations too high or too low. I don't know. And then I'm doing Percival eventually. Like I think, and that one I'm in my head. It's still a ways off, but I want to pitch that to like Dark Horse or something. I want to get that one published. And we'll see if I can do that, but that's what I want to do.
Inkspots and I really want to get Frog in a Dark Horse. So
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it would be pretty dope. Cool, man. Like I said, I do want you to have some time because I don't know about you. I don't like being on a stream for 16 hours at a time. Plus, you need a break to decompress. So, are there any more questions, Angela, in the chat for Per, or do you have any more questions?
I don't have any. Chance said he just picked up Avengers Annual number 5 for 1971 in shape for $10, but it's a reprint of Avengers issues 8 and 11 with Spider-Man, and that completed his set.
Awesome.
Yeah,
buy comics, everybody.
Other than that, I don't know. I don't see anything. Is any other questions?
I
don't see it. People dropping the link, and
so awesome. Everybody, please pick up Grand Prix 1 through 3. Pledge for it. Share it out if you can't. Please share it on your social media platform.
Hello, Jolly.
What's up, Jolly?
And Scarlett. We're getting these people.
Hey, Scarlett, what's
Check
up?
out this campaign, guys.
Everybody,
why are you gay? Okay.
What are you gay? Either which way, gay or straight, click the link. And we don't care who you backs it.
Crayon just asked, which aspect does Per find more interesting in his story?
But is it between or just the number one most interesting thing?
I guess it is the number one most interesting.
For me,
psychology, sci-fi, or metaphysics.
Oh, yeah.
That's deep.
Of those, probably psychology, I think. But the ring system plays into that of like, because people, it's the value people ascribe to it. That's like psychological. So a ring is like your ticket out and you're screwed without it. So it's almost like very important. But there are things that play with whether or not that value goes up or down. What you'd be willing to do, are you willing to kill for it?
Nice.
That kind of thing.
Nice.
Did we ask him last time his superpower?
I don't know if we asked you. We have one last question, Per. I think we did, but we're going to ask it again. It's been a while since you've been on. It's been a while. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? And if you remember what you said last time, pick a different one.
Yeah, what did I say? I was going to say, I don't know if I want to give a boring answer. And I'm like, is this what I said last time? But
we'll say it again.
I would say flying. I
I think you did say flying last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, that means it's true because that's my most
The
basic.
gift of lying. That would be an interesting character to have, like, and his arch enemy is like one that actually can tell he's lying or not.
Yeah.
Dude.
Except I said flying, but
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you said flying?
No, yeah, he wants the superpower of
Sorry.
lying. He wants to
Okay,
lie.
literally, my ADD brain just kicked off for 2 seconds.
Per Berg
In my
can
mind, I
never tell a
thought,
lie in his
wow,
longest
lying
mission
would
would be that he could.
lying would be
lying-
an interesting superpower.
Lying a little
Okay.
more was my my New Year's resolution last year was to be more sarcastic, which sarcasm is like kind
It's
of
a
like
form
lying.
of lying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's
And
a
then this
sarcasm.
year my New Year's resolution was just to lie more. So I'm going further down that rabbit hole.
Nice.
Whoa,
I
it
like
can
it.
happen.
So everybody pick up
We all
Grand
get it.
Prix.
Yeah,
He's gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's good. No, yeah, like I said, you I gotta think of a new question to ask because now that
It
we're
is a
back.
new year. Yeah,
That's it. Well, yeah, it's a new year. So yeah, well, thank you everybody. Like I said, please
that's true.
share out the campaign if you can't pick it up or pledge for it. And
Yeah.
Kickstarter takes it out later, so you know if you're like, hey, I'll have money in 2 weeks. Now's a good time to get it. So yeah, thank you once again, Per, for coming on.
Yeah.
Angela, thank you for hosting and bringing up all
Fun
the
as always.
comments.
I'm glad I could be here.
Yeah, I think this. Do I click this one? I think it's this.